after just weighing all the options and really thinking about what would be best for me and my family and really my sisters, and they're starting to have some kids now, and I want them to be able to see me play, and that was a big factor in it. So at the end, it was pretty easy, but it took some thought before.
What sold you on Arkansas State?
The coaches were the first thing that I really fell in love with. They're good guys that mean well, and they want to win. So if you want to win and you're going to be a good person, that's all good with me. I didn't know about it until I went out for a game and they were telling me about the new stuff that was going to be built. So that was really cool to hear about the waterfalls and the new facilities. So that was pretty exciting. But really, I'm just going to play football, and all the other stuff is nice to have.
What are some of your thoughts on your high school career?
Looking back on it, it was something really special, but the main thing is I can't remember how many yards I threw for really, but the memories we made with the guys and just those state championship games are going to stick with you forever. All the other stuff you'll kind of forget, but those memories are going to last a while.
Now, you still got a wrestling tournament coming up before long, don't you?
The wrestling state tournament February 16th and 17th, so that's how I want to close it out, and then move on to baseball season. But that's the end of wrestling for me, so I want to close it out going out on top for sure. I've lost a few pounds since football season. I'm wrestling at 195 pounds.
Okay, and is that what you'll wrestle at state, you think?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was playing football at about 203. So.
Layne's the kind of kid that I think all coaches, regardless of level, would want their program. He's got great work ethic. He's an intelligent kid. He knows he doesn't know everything, and that's a problem you face with kids. Every kids come in nowadays thinking they know more maybe than their coaches do. He knows he's got to learn. He's enthusiastic about that. And the bottom line is he's willing to do whatever you ask him to, how hard ever you ask him to do it. And he's got a winning mentality and a winning culture. And, I mean, what more could you ask for a kid than to come in with a great attitude, ready to work and ready to win according to how the coach wants to do it? I mean, we've got some great kids here, and they all have a part in it. And Layne's part was to be a leader by example in the work industry as far as how hard he's going to work and the way he's going to commit. But to be great, for us, we won 4 straight state championships. And he was a 9th grader who was our backup quarterback as a sophomore. He's the first non-senior to ever lead us to a state championship. And that's what he meant to our program, was he brought a winning culture and a winning mentality. And people don't understand, if you haven't been in a winning situation that's won year after year, how much that means to a program and what the expectation is to do everything you could to do that. And at the same time, he's been extremely humble, and he projects his success onto other kids and makes them feel important all at the same time. He's the kind of kid you want to be around, and the kind of kids other kids want to be around. He led the country in passing this year. And I challenge anybody in the country to have the kind of career he had. I mean, he threw for 180 touchdowns. He went 41-1 as a starter, 3 state championships in a row as the starter, and part of a 4th. He played a lot as a 9th grader, and set every career statistic in Arkansas, every record that there is, every career game. I mean, he's done everything. He set some national records. But more than any of that, he was a great kid on the field, but he was a great kid off the field. Where nowadays, more and more nowadays, those are farther and fewer in between. And he never let it get to him. He still came to work, whether he threw for 600 yards one game or whether he threw for 140. He came to work the next day like none of that mattered. It's on to the next one, and he was focused and wanted to be a champion.
Where do you see him fitting in at Arkansas State?
If there's a great group of coaches up at Arkansas State. I think they're good guys that care about their kids. If he gets the chance, he's going to win the job. And they've got a great quarterback coming back, and I don't expect them to pull the plug on that guy. And Justin, I think his name is, and I don't expect them to pull the plug on that guy. But when he gets a chance to compete, they're going to think, wow, how is this kid not at Alabama? How's he not at Stanford? How's he not at Oklahoma? They're going to know they got an absolute steal with Layne Hatcher.